In this video I would like to share my thoughts on why the new season 21 of Diablo 3 could be a real trap for a returning World of Warcraft player. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Gyro is my name and I'm very happy to greet you here on my channel with this occasional off-topic video. If you are my regular, you know what it means, and if you are new to the channel, particularly warm welcome to you. I am covering World of Warcraft primarily 99% of the time, every 2 days. And occasionally I talk to you about off-topics, but they're gaming-related off-topics, and in this particular case, very close to where we all are. It's Blizzard world, it's a world of Blizzard games, and Diablo is one of the favorites for the community, for a lot of us veterans who have been playing World of Warcraft primarily or Diablo primarily, but we are all still, I dare say, somehow belong to the same ecosystem. You know how when people use Apple iPhones, they belong to the ecosystem of MacBooks, of iPhones. Anyway, maybe this analogy wouldn't mean much to you, but hopefully it will. But this is a similar thing. We all live in Battle.net Launcher. A lot of games that are in Battle.net Launcher, they are, well, whether you like it or not, but if you stop for a second and think about it, I'm sure you'll know where I'm coming from. They are closer to all of us. You may play only World of Warcraft, and I have been playing only World of Warcraft as the only game in that Battle.net Launcher that has Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, Diablo, other kind of things from Activision, the ones that I'm not interested in. Anyway, point is that Diablo is one of those alternative games that we can engage in as World of Warcraft players who ran out of majority of things to do in the game, cleared horrific visions to the comfortable extent, explored all possible alts, or even continuing to explore those alts like I do on this channel, reporting to you guys, pushing different kind of content. But horrific visions are becoming, let's just be honest, a little bit old, right? I still find ways to have fun, and I am very happy genuinely when I'm able to share that fun with you when that time comes. But I do get occasionally, I do get a bit of an urge to, you know what, just take a break. Example for you is that for a few days now, I have been playing Diablo. The new season 21 in Diablo has started, and if you're not familiar with seasons, I guess I could tell you a couple of words about this, but it's not intended to be a proper overview of the game. I just simply wanted to talk to you about the fact that if one of your pursuits kind of in your gaming time is similar to my own, and you're trying to not burn out too much from World of Warcraft until and before Shadowlands comes our way, then you probably should find some sort of alternative content or alternative things to do. I am one of the people who are promoting healthy lifestyle. I am all for exercising. I'm all for making sure that we don't just spend all our time in front of the computer screen. But we're gamers, so let's just drive straight past that healthy point, which I'm very happy to address some other time or explore kind of with you on how I am as a gamer of a middle age, how I am sort of maintaining my well-being. And it's certainly not just by being at the computer 24/7, but we are gamers. So in this context of gaming, I do always kind of keep an eye out on things that resonate really well with me, that will inadvertently contribute to me enjoying World of Warcraft more. Even if I don't leave World of Warcraft for a long time, I'm not encouraging you to do so. I'm not cancelling my subscription. More videos of World of Warcraft nature are coming to you. This channel is not becoming a Diablo channel or something like that. But Shadowlands are upon us, guys. Shadowlands are coming very soon. Pre-patch is coming very soon, and I'll elaborate on that a little bit more in a second. So with that in mind, I am simply, so this video, if there is one point I'm trying to share with you, and I'm trying to encourage conversation in the comments down below, if you share any of these thoughts, let's talk. That one point is that if you don't want to burn out too much, and if you want a breath of fresh air, yet without necessarily leaving the gaming world and our hobby, the one that we are all engaged in one way or another, I think that Diablo is still fantastic. I think that Diablo can still engage a player, a player similar to you and I, similar to casuals that we are, people who have enjoyed, presumably if you're on my channel, enjoyed Horrific Visions, enjoyed alt running, creating alts. See, Diablo is all about that. Especially, I'd like to kind of break it down a little bit for you if you are not very much into Diablo. Maybe you haven't played. Oh my god, I would be so jealous of you because there is so much fun to be had in this game. If you have somehow always dodged Diablo, never played Diablo, because there is just so freaking much for you, of fun for you to have. Oh my god, I'd be so jealous. But if you know what Diablo is, there are seasons, right? There are different seasons in Diablo, and that is very, very smart because it creates always a new beginning in an old game for you. I regret tremendously that Blizzard has not created something similar in World of Warcraft. I regret it tremendously. I wasn't one of those people who were, I don't know, talking on the forum really loudly on the forums about that Blizzard turns World of Warcraft too much into Diablo. So I suppose you wouldn't, what I'm saying to you wouldn't resonate with you too much if you were in that crowd. But please hang on a second before passing final judgment of what I'm saying and try to hear what I'm trying to say here. I never advocated for World of Warcraft becoming Diablo. I never did. But because I know how casual friendly Diablo is and how more casual friendly Diablo was than World of Warcraft has been, say expansions before Legion became better in many ways and borrowed a lot from Diablo, right? And I know that the classic example that people go to and then say, well, that was implemented really badly, are the world quests. World quests were somewhat similar to the Diablo system where you do these runs all over the place, you teleport everywhere, you can create really quick adventures for yourself and be rewarded very quickly. You can have 5-minute, 10-minute play sessions and have some reward at the end of it. World quests in World of Warcraft were somewhat derived, I suppose, from those bounties, from that bounty-based system in Diablo, and it is poor, it is not well implemented in World of Warcraft, please don't get me wrong, and I think it could have been done much better. There are so many iterations of evolution of that system if they ever would even consider doing that kind of stuff. But back to Diablo, basically, let's just try and level on the point that I don't think World of Warcraft should be Diablo, and I don't think Diablo should be World of Warcraft. But both games have a lot of intersections right now, yes? And that's why if you enjoy World of Warcraft, and especially if you kind of, I'm not saying burnt out, but I'm saying you are reaching a point when there is nothing to do for you that would give you joy in World of Warcraft, yet you're a gamer and you would like to continue gaming. I know at least a couple of my very regular supporters who have spoken in one way or another about this trend. They leave the game for a couple of months. If you're happy outside of the game without Diablo, without World of Warcraft, doing something completely else, that's fantastic. That is probably the best of all worlds. But if you don't, if you need a suggestion, perhaps from, hopefully I'm becoming a little bit of a virtual friend for you now. By now, if you are my regular, and if not, why not subscribe and support the growth of the channel? As a friend, I can tell you that me, as a person who tries to have variety in my life, generally, I'm a busy man, you know, but I do spend quite a lot of evening times in the game. That's pretty much my outlet. I've been sucked into Diablo with this launch of season 21 for a couple of days, 2-3 days. I've been sucked into it like it's a trap. I've been sucked into it so freaking much that right now you're looking at my new seasonal character, Necromancer, with a new awarded pet, the one that collects gold, runs around with you. How awesome is that? Imagine if pets, non-combat pets, were of this size in World of Warcraft. Imagine that. How aesthetically pleasing is that? Anyway, I mean, look, it's a world of taste. I love that. And playstyle, my playstyle. So Diablo has hundreds, if not thousands, of different builds that are varying very greatly with the items. You can, so first of all, your set, this golden, white and red set that I'm wearing right now. I'm not going to go into detail deliberately, but this set dictates a certain playstyle, okay? So it dictates a certain playstyle, and that playstyle enables me to have a lot of fun the way me, Gyro, the way I like to have it. Then there are other classes, other specializations if you like, other ways to build your characters. So this is the same, do you get what I'm saying? Like, this is the same trend of feeding your altoholic self. If you are an altoholic like I am in World of Warcraft, after you've explored your primary game to the extent that you're like, what should I do today? Run a Horrific Vision or Mythic Plus? Maybe not. If you get like this, and I do sometimes, I do, okay? Especially with the amount of content that I'm pumping into this channel, and I enjoy it, don't get me wrong. But then a healthy switch to something like Diablo that is in the same Battle.net launcher, which is why I mentioned the ecosystem at first. And it gives me the same feel, I'll be honest with you, it gives me the same casual jump in, push some content, push some rifts, get some rewards, get new loot, what did I get? Oh, let me get excited about this. That is something that at the moment is pleasing me a lot more than anything that exists right now at the moment of recording of this video in World of Warcraft. Now, I'm glad we came to this point right now. So once again, in case you forgot what I said at the beginning, because I rant a lot, but hopefully I stayed on topic this time. This channel is not turning towards Diablo, but I will spend my time in this now because I love it and I welcome you to do the same thing. We are all connected, by the way, in Battle.net. So send me a friend request. Let me power level you. Let me get you to top level 70 very, very quickly. I would do this for my people. Yeah, the community is working together to level you up because the game starts in end game. That's when you start getting better gear, pushing your own challenges and having fun. But I will be more than happy to help you on this journey. Just ping me, I'll hook you up. This video was recorded a day, I think it's about a day, before the official announcements from Blizzard team, from Ian Hazekostas and co, about Shadowlands. So I am publishing this video and you're wondering, Gyro, we already just like a day ago we heard from Ian about the future of Shadowlands. Why are you not addressing this? Please, my friend, understand that this particular comment was made on the verge of that announcement. Announcement has not been made yet. And I didn't want to just pour water into my content that I try to make meaningful for you. And I didn't want to just speculate for 15 minutes about what that announcement is going to be. I think it's going to be the release date, or at the very least the pre-patch date. That's it. That's what I think, and that's the most important thing. So, having talked to you about Diablo and basically inviting you to at least consider Diablo as right now a healthy switch from World of Warcraft towards something that feels similar, is very emotionally rewarding, at least for me, and you might be rewarded as well, might feel rewarded if you are anywhere like me. I would also like to use the opportunity and tell you that probably next video after this is going to be the one that will talk about the announcements, whatever those announcements are. So if when you're watching this, the announcements have already been made, it is simply because I pre-recorded this, because I try to keep the healthy rolling of the content on this channel. But please stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already. We are going to very much now, I'm very curious what's going to happen with Shadowlands, but as far as the live game 8.3, there is only so much for me left to do there and report to you guys and keep it fresh rather than constantly rehashed, just like, oh guys, I'm still here, please don't leave the channel. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do those cheap tricks. That's not how I want to grow my audience and that's not how I want to entertain you. I think that this is meaningful content that tries to make sure you don't burn out prematurely. And I will not burn out prematurely as well. It's a healthy switch to a game that is a very similar type of value and something I'd love to talk to you about more. But again, this is not my main profile, I suppose. And if there is something new, something awesome to look forward to in Shadowlands, I'd much rather talk about that. But at the moment, I'm in waiting pattern. So hopefully this made sense. Please talk to me in the comments down below. What do you think? I always am interested. How do you feel about these alternative content things? I probably will be doing them anyway, unless too many of you will say, mate, this is just like out of respect for you, I'm still staying here, but I have no interest in this. Please tell me. Please tell me. Let me take this into consideration. Let me consider what kind of content I offer you when there are no particular content requests from you guys, so I have to come up with ideas myself. I'm happy to do that. This is my channel. I welcome you here and I always have stuff to share with you, but this is the stuff I wanted to share with you today. Did you like it? Let me know. Having said that, talk to you soon about Shadowlands announcements, because this is going to be really, really interesting and impactful for all of us as mainly World of Warcraft players. So I'll talk to you in a couple of days' time. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And yes, have a good couple of days. Talk to you soon. Bye.